Lions lost by 13 last night to Dubuque Senior, and coming with a record of 6-5. They're 5-4 in the Mississippi Valley Conference, 1-1 non-conference for head coach Chris Robertson. He's had some great success at Linn-Mar, 2 state titles in 2007 and 2011 tournament since they finished 4th place back in 2012. They've been there 10 times in school program history, a record of 22. And, hey, Coach Dennis Garrity, longtime head coach, 8th school here at Western Dubuque. He's been at the helm of the Bobcats for 10 years now. His 39th season overall, career record of 496 and 335. As we've talked about the mistake on the numbers of wins. Thought he had number 500 a couple of weeks back, but he caught an error when he was going through some old files and got it right to the media, sent us information, got a hold of me right away and making sure that's corrected. He did not want that to go any further, and he wants to get 500 legitimately when he does get it. Now he's 4 away again here, as the Bobcats head man, Wayne Cusick, the longtime assistant coach for Western Dubuque, as a former Maquoketa Valley assistant coach and a Beckman grad. As the Bobcats and the Lions get ready to square it off here, we will take a timeout and come back for the starting lineups of this one. It's Western Dubuque and Linn-Mar. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's to size 18. Riker Shoes, your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
For your fertilizer, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Good luck to area athletes, coaches, and fans for a successful season from everyone on Team Dyersville and Team Worthington at Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
By County Disposal Incorporated for all your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaches from everyone at By County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Back inside the South Center, downtown Cedar Rapids. Get ready for this one. The officials here. There's veteran crew, Kirk Park, longtime Midland athletic director, native Wyoming, Tom McQuillan from Moscow, and Tony Lusk of Coralville. Bobcats will start Jordan Lake, Cale Carty, Alec Wolfpool, Calvin Harris, and number 20, Sam Goodman, wearing a number 20 instead of his regular number 3 here tonight. And going right to left here off the tip, Linn-Mar wearing their white home uniforms, the black numbers, the red trim. Bobcats in their visiting black unis with the red trim, white lettering, and white trim. As driving to the baseline, putting up the shot with a double team there was the guard for Linn-Mar. It's Jacob Robertson. As Robertson will go to the line to shoot 2, as Alec Wolfpool will pick up his first foul, as Jacob Robertson the second leading scorer on the team for Linn-Mar, 9 points a game, 63% free throw shooter. As the first one is up and no good, he'll have one more. Trey Hutchison, Jacob Robertson, Nolan Rupp, Jaron Nelson, and Nate Annis are the starters here for Linn-Mar. The second one up and good for Robertson.
West Dubuque came out and opened up in their typical man-to-man defense, as you would expect, and dribble penetration, and Alec picks up his first foul right away.
1-0 in favor of Linn-Mar. Ball is lost. Driving right side was Carty. Fighting for the rebound, Carty, and also Jacob Robertson. The tie ball is called. It will stay with the Bobcats. They trail 1-0. The Linn-Mar faithful behind us. You folks have made the trip from Western Dubuque across the way. Right wing. Hutchison drives. Left corner pass for the three. Got it to go. Trey Hutchison for the three-pointer. Linn-Mar leads 4-0. Hutchison, his 24th three of the year. He's 24 of 45 now, leading scorer on this team with 17 points.
Not to knock you out on that switch, but that was Lake from West Dubuque getting the corner three on that one.
Oh, look at the long roster there.
Got him flipped on the other side. That's all right, but George Lake with a nice corner jumper.
Jordan Lake with his 11th three-pointer of the year, 11 of 46 now for Jordan Lake. Bobcats have it going left to right as the Bobcats with the 2-point lead, 3-1. As all the way in, there's Lake. No mistake that time. That's Jordan Lake, the talented guard. As Jordan, who missed all last year with that leg injury, missed a few games earlier this season with a different leg injury. Has 5 points. It's 5-1. The 4-point advantage here, and a reach-in foul called out top on Lake as he was wrestling the ball handler, Jaron Nelson.
Coach Garrity got right up on the bench in their half-court offense, was making sure we were cutting and doing what we were supposed to do there as Lake drove the middle. So Coach Garrity can bring that intensity at any point in time.
The veteran coach, 39 season, 47, coaching basketball, as there is a dribbling violation.
Yep, post doubled up his pivot foot there and had a walk.
5-1. Bobcats with the 4-point advantage. Going left to right. Up top with it is Carty. Now right wing, Lake. Bounce pass inside off the window and good. That's Alec Wolfcool. That's his first field goal of the game. There's a turnover. Coming up with his Carty. Bobcats off to a 6-point lead here, 7-1. Bringing it up over the timeline is Jaron Nelson.
Yeah, West Dubuque had a chance maybe to get another bucket there, and the ball got stripped out of West Dubuque players' hands, and Linn-Mar's coming back in their half-court set.
Inside, there's a pass left-handed style with a double team. Contact coming underneath is putting it up. Was the offensive player Trey Hutchison. He'll go to the line to shoot two. As Alec Wolfcool, that's number 2 on the big postman for the Bobcats. On the line, Hutchison, the 17-point averager, tops on the team, 85% from the free throw line. The first one is up and good.
Well, unfortunately for Bobcat fans, Wolfcool is able to body up on these posts from Linn-Mar pretty well and picks up the second early, so he may be getting a little bit of a break here.
As the second one rattles around, bounces off the window and out. 1 of 2 there for Hutchison. Bobcats lead by 5. Their largest lead, 7-2. Largest lead was 6. 5-point advantage now with Lake up top. Drives in, puts a little flare up in the middle of the lane from 9 feet out. That's no good. Off the front side, the rebound going to be called. And Kyle Lehman just took it a little too far. Stayed tied up with the Lion player. And he gets his first foul. What's team number 3?
West Dubuque running a nice little old-school weave up in front, and Lake was able to dribble penetrate, just missed the teardrop.
Western Dubuque 0-1 in non-conference games. Linn-Mar 1-1. There's a baseline drive. Left hand on the right side. Nolan Rupp. It's his first field goal, and the first one for the Lions. It's now a 3-point lead for the Bobcats, 7-4. This one's thrown in the middle lane. Pinball around. Bobcats come up with it. Right to corner 3. Got it to go. There's Sam Goodman. As Goodman with the 3 ball. Right wing. Goodman has his 16th three-pointer, a 34% three-point shooter on the season. Inside, put back, and good. That time by Jacob Robertson, his first field goal. He's got 3 points.
Three-pointer missed by Hutchison. That's follow-up rebound by Linn-Mar there.
Calvin Harris now. Talented baseball player in the summertime for Coach Casey Bryant and company on his way to Ole Miss. A junior. He missed a good portion of the first half of the season with a leg injury. He came back from that football injury in week 6 of the season. To come back a little too soon. They decided to sideline him until after the Christmas break. And Harris is averaging 13 points. He's a second-leading scorer on the team. As a baseline jumper from the right corner, a three-pointer, Nolan Ruff for Linn-Mar. And it's 10-9 now, the 1-point lead. The 1-point lead, a foul called here.
Yep, hand check there by number 4, Robertson.
As Jacob picks up his first.
Kyle Cleary checking in now for West Dubuque.
Team foul number 1. Bobcats have 4 on their side. 1-point lead. The Bobcats up top with his Cale Carty, right side of Lake.
Jordan's doing a nice job inside, really getting physical and then getting out of the paint, really opening things up for dribble penetration.
Up top, Harris now left side. Carty. Left wing 3. No good. Rouse around, pops out. Pinball around. Linn-Mar will get it. Pushing it ahead. Nolan Ruff, 2-on-1. Bounce pass left side. Off the left side window and good. And that's Nelson. Jared Nelson with his first bucket of the game. And it's 11-10 lead now. First lead. And they're inside. Western Dubuque denied. As up ahead, Linn-Mar back the other way. A scrum for the ball. Put up, that's no good. Off the right side, rebound, put back, that's good. By Nate Annis that time. Get the putback and the points, and it's 13-10.
Harris had a great drive, and shot got blocked, and then transition, they picked up 2 offensive rebounds.
Right wing 3, got it to go. From Bertram. That's Calvin Harris for a 3. The third 3 of the game for the Bobcats, as 30% coming in as a team. The Bobcats from three-point land. There's a long 2 from the inside the right corner, as Nate Annis, the 6'5 senior, gets his second field goal. Back to a 2-point lead for Linn-Mar, 15-13.
Looks like Linn-Mar's getting ready to sub in 3 for their starters. Harris with a jumper from about 10.
No good. Goes out of bounds. Did not touch a Linn-Mar Lion, as Lions will get it going right to left.
I think Coach Garrity's realizing the inside presence that Will School had is actually bringing him back in the first quarter with 2 fouls. I think he knows he has to have his presence inside to try and match up.
The Lions over the timeline with it is Cole Martin, a substitute guard. Now left side to Passmore. Hayden Passmore, a new face in there for Linn-Mar as well. Inside is Jack Gertson for the Lions. On top with it is Trey Hutchison. 1:15 and counting in his first quarter. 2-point lead for Western Dubuque, 15-13 travel called. Good defensive pressure out top by Kyle Cleary, forcing the walking violation that time.
Blake Goodman checking in.
15-13, the 2-point lead. Going left to right. The Bobcats have it with a minute and counting in this quarter number 1. Up top with it is Cleary. A little jumper from 10 feet out. Got it to go. That's Jordan Lake, the 6'1 senior. Right side. Now a scrum for it, and coming up with it is Goodman. Up ahead, 40 seconds and counting, left corner. 15 all. Another tie in this game, our second tie. Had a couple lead changes as well.
Nice skip pass by Goodman, looking for the diagonal on the fast break. A lot of times when you're running fast break, it's not necessarily what's in front of you. It's to that, as we call it, a 7 pass. You look for that diagonal to the other side. Lake ball fake the 3. took to the hole. Now he's going line.
To shoot 2 here. 14 fouls on the Bobcats, 2 on Linn-Mar now. But the first one is up and good. Jordan Lake, 66% from the free throw line.
Justin Kleesner checking in for Wolfcool, another physical inside presence.
Number 1 player, leading scorer on the team, Jordan Lake, 15 points. All right, second one is good as well. 7 points for Jordan Lake. Bobcats lead 17-15. Our second lead change there after we've had 2 ties. Right side. Now looking back up top. Another new face in there for Linn-Mar is Greg Hall. Deep 3, no good. Pops out front, rebounded by Justin Kleesner. 20 seconds and counting. Left wing. Got it to go. As Calvin Harris connects on his second 3 of the game. That time just outside of Springville. As the Bobcats lead by 5. 20-15. 2 seconds. Left corner 3, no good. That's the end of the first quarter. As the Bobcats lead by 5 to the second quarter we go. This is Western Dubuque area basketball, KMCH Sports.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville is who to call. They're licensed and insured. Call Dwayne for free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care is your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Back in the Cell Center, John Swisher, Corey Coates with you. Bobcats lead by 5. Calvin Harris picks up a foul as the offensive player coming left to right, and Harris is right there. Too much contact. And the Bobcats back on defense here. Linn-Mar getting the ball, going right to left to start this second quarter. 5-point lead. 2 ties and 2 late changes in that first quarter. There's a trap and a turnover there. Bobcats come up with it in the form of Jordan Lake. Going left to right. Up top, on left side is Harris. Calvin Harris. Now left side, this is Goodman. Puts it on the floor with right-handed hip-high dribble. 5-point lead, 20-15. For the Bobcats, 7-10 and counting here in this second quarter of play. There's a steal away by Trey Hutchison. Had 1-on-2 numbers there as the ball was knocked away as Hutchison was going up. It got dropped out of bounds off the Bobcats, so it'll stay Linn-Mar basketball going right to left. As back in for the Bobcats, Alec Wolfcool picked up those 2 fouls in that first quarter. As up top, now right side, Linn-Mar has it. Their offensive set. Jack Gertson now on the right corner 3. Hutchison, no good. Pops out front side, rebounded by Calvin Harris. 5-point lead. The Bobcats, 20-15, all the way in. Little contact, put up, blocked away by the big fella Gertson in the middle. Over the timeline, bounce pass up ahead, up and good. Over Wolfcool, Jack Gertson gets his first field goal, and the lead is 3 now, 20-17. As a tie ball. As Wolfcool was on the floor for that one. Coming back, it is Gale Carty. As baseline inbounds, Jordan Lake. 3-point lead for the Hawks, for the Bobcats, I should say. Right side, there's Lake driving in. Ball's knocked away on the floor. Another tie ball. This one will go to Linn-Mar. 20-17, the 3-point lead. As going right to left here, Linn-Mar. The 3-point lead for the Bobcats, 20-17. Going up top now. Jaron Nelson. Turnaround spin move, now right side. Up top. Ennis for a three is Robertson, no good off the front side. Rebound coming down with that one is Nate Ennis, and tying him up is the big fella, Alec Wolfcool, and he'll pick up his third foul there. The baseline inbounds underneath for Linn-Mar. That's a big one. Is Coach Garrity taking the chance, bringing Wolfcool back in, but now he gets three.
Yeah, I think he just needed to know that his presence was there to maybe help lead those other two big kids in there and see how they can match up against these guys.
That's inside, good inbounds play off the glass and good. Jaron Nelson gets his second field goal. And the Bobcats lead cut to one down. 20-19. We've had two ties, two lead changes. Bobcats have led by as much as 6 in this game. Left side is Calvin Harris. Inside, contact coming there, going for the ball was Kyle Lehman. The Linn-Mar faithful don't like it, but definitely contact there as Nate Ennis picks up the foul, his first, team foul number 3 for the Lions. Bobcats lead by 1, 20-19, 5:39 to go. Quarter number 2. Our final coverage game of the day from this Rivalry Saturday, Wells Fargo Advisors Rivalry Saturday. Cascade winning the first game earlier today. West Delaware with the victory in the game before this one as they took down Waverly Shellrock. Up top with it here is Goodman.
Coach Garrity's got West Dubuque on the old 5-out cutters look with Wolfcool out of the game. Try and drag that Linn-Mar post around the lane and get some dribble penetration.
Up top with it. Now right side. Lehman. Left side. Driving Goodman. All the way in. Little fadeaway jumper from 10 feet. Got it to go.
Wait, that's when you can just draw it up like that and it just works.
Just like it should. 22-19. 3-point lead. 4:15 counting here in quarter number 2. There's a pass to the left corner. Now a skip pass to the right wing. This is Robertson. Inside to Hutchison. Off the window and good. Just pulling right over his defender, Goodman, who the size advantage is on Hutchison's side. And Hutchison has his first field goal. He's got 3 points. There's a little floater inside, blocked from behind off the right hand. Oh, Kyle Cleary, but put back.
He got the ball. It looked like it shot it off the side of his forearm as it got knocked out of his hands. He just kind of pushed it up there with good strength, and it went in. You got some of the Linn-Mar kids laughing.
As the Bobcats now by 3, 24-21. There's a jumper from 11 feet out. No good. Rebounded backside by Calvin Harris, and Harris had the ball poked away from him right in front of the scores table across the way. Veteran official Kirk Park. Wyoming makes the call. 3-point lead here for the Bobcats. 24-21. Up top with it is Cleary, is Carty, I should say. Now Harris. Now this is Goodman. Puts it on the floor, pulls up left elbow. Here's a jumper from the left corner. No good. Short. Front side rebound. Skied for by Nolan Rupp. In transition. Up ahead. All the way in. Right hand. Left side. Off the window and good by Jacob Robertson. He's got 5 points. Second field goal there. Back to a 1-point game. Bobcats 24-23.
Yeah, a lot of Linn-Mar's baskets within about 6 to 8 feet of the basket. Really starting to take in transition, getting the layups.
Now, with it is Cleary. Now this is Carty. Lehman surveying. 3:05 and counting here in quarter number 2. Bobcats with the 1-point lead, 24-23, and this one's knocked away. The steal, now the pass ahead. Can't handle the pass. Hutchison kind of put the spin curveball pass on that Nolan Rupp. It may be too much and fooled his teammate to Hutchison as he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, it would have been a nice basket there for Linn-Mar in transition, but good job hustling back by West Dubuque. And deep breath and get us back in it. Mr. Lake's back in the game.
1 point lead for the Bobcats. Jordan brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes right side. Now inside, blocked away as Lake going up against Hutchison. That was blocked out of bounds. And coming in is Andrew Welty, a postman presence in there for Coach Garrity and company. As Welty has played seldomly, averages a point a game, has scored 15 varsity points. Now we have a foul called. One official on the sideline here, near side had the foul. The other one had the jump ball. We'll go with the foul. And 17 fouls on the Bobcats. So one of the bonus shooting here for Linn-Mar as Calvin Harris picks up his second foul.
Harris tried to go up amongst the Twin Towers there and kind of got it swatted back down on him, and a little frustration grabbed at the ball and grabbed a little bit of arm.
Nothing but net on the first run by Trey Hutchison. He's 2 of 3 now from the free throw line. 4 points on the night for Hutchison. He leads his team in scoring, 17 points a game. The second one up and good. 3 of 4 now for Hutchison. And our third lead change now. After our third tie, Linn-Mar has the lead again by 1, 25-24. Up top is Welty. He'll hand it off to Goodman coming left to right. Now Lake has it up top. 2.5 to go. Second quarter. 1 point Linn-Mar lead. Driving in all the way. And a travel called on the left side of the lane by the veteran official, Mr. McQuillan. Saying took an extra step there. I didn't see it. But life goes on for the Bobcats. They trail by 1, going right to left.
Big defensive possession here for West Dubuque. Give themselves another chance with about 2 minutes to go.
Left side is Nelson. Now Hutchison inside. Left short corner. Off the window and good. Great pass. Hutchison to Jaron Nelson. His third field goal. He's got 6 points. And it's a 3-point lead. Ties the largest lead of the game for Linn-Mar of 3. 27-24. 150 and counting. Here, this second quarter. Here's a deep 3. No good off the back of the rim. That time, Sam Goodman let it fly. And Linn-Mar comes away with the board.
Not for sure if that was the shot Coach Garrity wanted. Maybe get that out of a couple passes. I do know after watching the Welty kid play quite a bit, that kid can stroke the 3-point shot also. So we'll see if they can get a stop here. Next possession, get a little more quality shot. And there's the turnover.
Trey Hutchison with the travel out top. A sub coming in. Cole Martin back in for the Lions. 27-24. Linn-Mar by 3. 1:28 to go. Here, this first half of play.
Carty checking back in the game for West Dubuque.
Jordan Lake will bring it up. Over the timeline, guarded by Robertson. Right side. And a foul called as Cole Martin. Too much contact on Sam Goodman. Team foul number 4 now on the Lions. 7 on the Bobcats. 27-24, 1:14. They go here in the second quarter as the backcourt toss for the inbounds. Bringing it up is Goodman. Left side, Harris. Surveying, puts it on the floor. Now he passes to the left side. Goodman now. Under a minute to play. Here in this first half of play. 5th game of the day. Here at the boys' rivalry Saturday. There's a shot, no good. Side rebounding is Hutchison. And a timeout. Linn-Mar with a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here as 45.4 on the clock. In this first half of play, 27-24, Linn-Mar. And just when it looked like Western Dubuque was cruising, Linn-Mar able to take advantage of physicality and the size advantage down low and got themselves back in and then took the lead in this ballgame.
Yeah, right now, West Dubuque settled for a few outside jumpers that haven't really been kind of part of the offense, just kind of working around and settling for that 3-point shot. I think they need to look for a little more dribble penetration and kick. And also having the Wolf Cool kid out kind of pushing around on the post kind of has an effect for them also. So here this last 45 seconds, they don't want to give up anything silly here, maybe get a basket before half and regroup.
As the Lions have the ball going right to left, 40 seconds and counting. with the 3-point lead. Surveying is Nelson. Now back up top to the guard, Martin. They'll set it up between the legs dribble. Guarded by the leg. Now left side is Robertson. 20 seconds in the second quarter. Right corner. Carty guarding Hutchison. Back up top to Martin. 10 seconds on the clock here in quarter number 2. Linn-Mar trying to extend their lead. Up 3 as it sits now. To the left corner. Back up top for a deep 3. No good. Rebound out, and coming down with it is Western Dubuque to end the first half of play. With the score, Linn-Mar 27 and the Bobcats 24. Bobcats trail by 3 at the halftime break. We'll come back, sort out our numbers, talk about what we saw in the first half. Also, we have a special guest at halftime, voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin, joining us courtside, taking in this Western Dubuque matchup. As we'll be back with him as well. We continue from Rivalry Saturday. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
If you need residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical work, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans, and wish them continued success. Put their team to work for you.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
Hey KMCH listeners, GNB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GNB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dubuque Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dubuque ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dubuque. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dubuque.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Financial Strategies, proud to support all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best for a fantastic season. Contact Vicki, Brenda, or Alice, your financial experts at Financial Strategies in Dyersville.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Along with that, studio producer Janelle Tucker, John Swisher, Corey Coates. Courtside, U.S. Health Center, downtown Cedar Rapids, as the Western Dubuque Bobcats tangled up in a good one with the Lions of Linn-Mar, 27-24. Linn-Mar coming in with a 6-5 record, Western Dubuque 11-2, taking on a future conference opponent in the Mississippi Valley Conference final year in the WAMAC. Gary Dalton joins us courtside here, taking in the Bobcats, a team close by to his home up near Piasta, as Gary had the call of Iowa Hawkeye basketball, which you heard after that Cascade game and before we took the air again for the West Delaware contest this afternoon. The Hawkeyes fell on the Chris Street Memorial game today, 87-64, the hands of number 3 Purdue, and the Boilermakers are, as advertised, Dolph, a well-oiled machine.
First off, you're telling me we were on the mighty 94.7 today?
You were.
You're kidding me. That's great to hear.
Amongst the basketball coverage here.
Oh, my. Boy, they pick a good day to join the network. No, you're right. Purdue is the real deal. It's unbelievable how good they are in the defensive end, as good in the defensive end as they are in the offensive end. And as we talked about on the pregame show, not only do they have 4 seniors, but they're all 22 years old. And yet their best player is a sophomore, Carson Edwards, who plays like he's a 3rd or 4th year NBA guy. And he stroked those first 2 threes to get him going. Iowa caught up, but then an 18-0 run later, and it was another far too familiar story. Iowa getting down by double digits midway or early in the first half, fighting back. But today, no matter what kind of fight back they had, Purdue would never let him get within 12-13 in that first half, and then opened up a 30-point lead with an 18-2 run. And, of course, the game was over really essentially by halftime. I like some of the things I saw. Luka Garza, blood streaming down his face, had 19 points. Brady Ellingson had a good second half. He hit 4 or 5 shots. But it's pretty apparent the Hawkeyes have got to figure out defensively on the perimeter especially. They're just not quick enough individually. And Fran, I think, has tried everything with 2-3 zones, 1-3-1 matchups. None of it seems to be working right now, but they're playing good teams, too. We'll see how they improve here in the next couple of days with Wisconsin coming in on Tuesday night. But, you know, when you get beat, when you let an opposing team hit 20 three-point goals, which, oh, by the way, was a new Carver Hawkeye Arena record.
Yes.
It's one thing for Iowa to score that many, but when an opponent comes in and shoots 23s, that tells you how good they were playing.
Always an emotional day on Chris Street Memorial Day, 25 years ago. Seems very hard to believe. Yesterday, the 25th anniversary, January 19th of 1993, the whole Chris Street family coming back, and always a great time to remember, and it's classy that the Iowa basketball program continues to do that, and the type of character and player and great person that Chris Street was.
25 years. Hard to believe that Chris died 25 years ago last night in a tragic car accident in Iowa City. And the neat thing, you know, Mike and Patty come back every year as they remember Chris, but this time most of the previous Chris Street Award winners were back, which is symbolic of more than the MVP award at the Iowa Basketball Banquet. It was great to see Greg Bruner and Jim Bartles and a lot of Chris's classmates, teammates were back. Greg Bruner, Matt Gatens, Eric May, Jared Cole. It's wonderful to see all those guys. But the most emotional moment of the day was when Coach Tom Davis was introduced. He and Gary Close recruited Chris Street. And we know the great job Tom did coaching him. But Tom was very emotional when he walked out to center court. And it was just great to have him back in the building.
Tom Davis, legendary head coach of the Iowa men's basketball program, as the Hawkeyes will move on from that today, that 87-64 loss, the hands of the Boilermakers of Purdue. Here, it's the Bobcats trailing 27-24 as halftime comes to a close and the third quarter gets underway, as the Bobcats will have it going right to left. As the third quarter underway with Harris left side to Sam Goodman. Coach Dennis Garrity, the Bobcats, 11-2. Now, you've been a longtime friend of Coach Garrity. Met him through your media days in Dubuque when he was at Hempstead. There's a drive inside, but clearing no good, and the Lions have it coming back the other way.
Yeah, I did a lot of Hempstead games when Dennis was the coach there. And obviously, whether it be Tipton or West Delaware or here, try to see his teams play once or twice a year, and so it was great that it worked out today.
Nice move inside by Hutchison off the window and good, as it's going to be a foul called that time on Dylan Johnson. The freshman picks up his first foul, and Hutchison will get one more.
Well, the Bobcats have been stuck on 24 for a long time.
As the three-point play there, it's midway through that second quarter. Bobcats had a lead of 6, and Linn-Mar went on that run, and now lead it by 6, 30-24. We had 3 ties and 3 lead changes early on in this game, as the Bobcats need to get some offense going here, Coatsy.
Yeah, right now with Johnson doing a nice job as a post, moving in and around the basket. I've seen him play actually in 8th grade, and he's pretty smooth. He's still a freshman, but trying to get a presence in there. Was
tipped away as Lake going for a 3 on the left side. 6:50 and counting. Here's a 3 now, and rattles around, pops out off the right hand of Jaron Nelson. Bobcats come away with it, still trailing by 6, 30-24, 6:40 and counting, quarter number 3. A little shake and bake by Goodman, passes it off right side. Up top, Carty dribbles into the free throw line, double team. Now he gets opening, passes out to Johnson, though, for the footer. 15-foot baseline jumper by Dylan Johnson. He gets his first bucket of the game.
This kid's pretty smooth for a freshman.
Dylan Johnson has 10 varsity points coming in, averages 1 point a game. There's the tall, lanky freshman, and here's going to be a reach-in foul call. Looks like it'll be on Jordan Lake. It'll be his second, team number 2 here in the second half. 30-26 now, the 4-point lead. And now
clarifying the foul.
If it still is on Lake, it is his second foul. Getting it inbounded to Hutchison was Ruff. Hutchison passes to the right corner. Got the 18-foot jumper. As that time, Nate Ennis connects his third field goal. He's got 6 points. Back to a 6-point lead, 32-26. Largest lead of the game for Linn-Mar. Now left side jumper again. Johnson couldn't get that one to go. A little fade away, and it rolls off the back of the rim. Backside rebound by Nelson all the way in. Pass from the baseline, left corner 3. That's good. Jacob Robertson, his first 3 of the game. The second 3 for the Lions as they increase their lead to 9.
I thought on that basket there, might see Coach Garrity throw his hands up for a timeout, but he lets the Bobcats come down. Nice dribble penetration, get to the line.
On the floor, foul. Baseline inbounds underneath for the Bobcats as they call on Jacob Robertson. As Coach Garrity with 496 wins, you've seen a lot of them over the years. Coached it in his 8th school here. Always gets his kids to play. And there's a nice turnaround jump hook left side from the freshman Johnson.
Oh, he flipped that up there with the left hand. Didn't go in, but it was a pretty good move.
For a freshman indeed. And here is a drive now, kick out. Robertson, right side, baseline drive. This is a Ruff. He'll pass to the left corner for a 3. That's no good off the backside. Attempted by Nelson, and a reach-in foul there. Johnson almost had it. Hutchison took it away. As they call on Hutchison, I should say, as Johnson had the ball. Hutchison reached in and came up with it, but the foul was called. He'll pick up his first.
That's just a matter of the freshman. You know, he's got to be stronger with the basketball. He'll get stronger and do a rip through so the guy can't reach in and try and pry the ball away.
All the way in, drive by Goodman, left side. 2 white jerseys there. One of them contacts him in the air. Goodman will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, West Dubuque doing a nice job of the dribble penetration, but where Linn-Mar seems to be really in a groove is the dribble penetration and the kick. They've gotten a couple nice 3-point shots off there. Good rebound there down there earlier.
I like what WD is doing now, though. They're doing straight line drives. They're not swinging the ball sideline to sideline. While Linn-Mar has a lot of size on West Dubuque has the advantage of guard. Blake the last time got fouled, and now who's this kid here? Goodman. He's wearing a different number, huh?
He is.
Program. But, you know, if you can beat these guys off the dribble hop, get to the basket, get to the free throw line.
Goodman misses the first one. He'll have one more. 5 points on the night for Sam Goodman, the 6-foot junior. Second one is nothing but nylon for 6 points for Goodman. And it's back to an 8-point lead, 35-27. Bobcats trail, 4:50 and counting here in this third frame. Up top with it is Nelson. Now right side. Ruff. Guarded by Goodman. Linn-Mar being patient offensively here. Drive, now a kick out. Left wing three, good. That's Jacob Robertson, his second three in this quarter. He's got himself 11 points. Largest lead now at 11 for the Lions. And a timeout. There's the timeout by Coach Garrity. Wants to settle his players down as a 30-second drive. He will keep it right here. 38-27, the 11-point advantage.
You know, a good goal you want to shoot for here, especially with these high school kids, is cut the lead in half, maybe by about the 2-minute mark, get it down to 5 or 6. But the focus has got to be on stops on the defensive end. Make a little bit of adjustments. It'll be interesting to see how Dennis decides to attack them on the defensive end from here.
Talked about Western Dubuque playing their final season in the WAMAC Conference. That'll be a change for the school district, going to staying in Class 4A, maybe going back to 3A, but going to be in the Mississippi Valley Conference. This will be one of their future opponents.
This is why this game is good for them, gives them a taste of what the Valley's like, because every night out you're going to be playing a really tough, big physical opponent, and Linn-Mar's no exception. Linn-Mar's been down a little bit over the years. They're starting to come back, though.
As the Bobcats have it, down by 11. Little jumper from the baseline, 8 feet out by Harris, no good. It's going to ricochet off of the Bobcats. Fighting for that rebound was Cale Carty. Linn-Mar comes away with it.
Now, West Dubuque has to know Linn-Mar's getting open looks because they touch the post with the ball first. On the baseline, they drive and then kick it to an open shooter. So you can see they're man-to-man now. They're getting out there on the shooters. That's what they got to do.
Side, a lot of contact there. Calvin Harris fouling the big fella, Trey Hutchison. There's a size advantage as we baseline inbounds underneath, and that is the third foul on Calvin Harris.
Yeah, Hutchison doing a nice job. He's definitely their go-to guy, and they're doing whatever they can to get him the ball.
Inside double team there. Kicking it out is Nelson. Driving is Robertson. And the finish not there for Ennis, and the Bobcats come away with it. Lake speeding right side all the way in, high off the window, no good. It bounces out left side, rebounded by Nelson. Up ahead, that's picked off. And now the Bobcats, Lake left side. There's contact, almost got the basket to go, but he'll go to the line and shoot two as the foul comes on Jacob Robertson.
That comes from playing a lot of basketball in the summer and everything else, knowing that, boy, if I can get that to finish with my left hand and get the body contact, and you know, those Lake kids have put in a lot of time in the gym, and that was a nice job on the dribble penetration.
Well, that was a real nice open court steal, though. Kyle Cleary waited, jumped the passing route, and that led to 2 free throws. Now you got to step up here and make these free throws.
And he does make the first one. He'll have one more. 3 of 3 from the line for Jordan Lake tonight. He's got 8 points. Lake comes in the leading scorer for the Bobcats with 15 a game.
You can see this the rest of the night, guys, is that West Dubuque's found a soft spot. With those guards, they have a big advantage. Take it right to the basket. Enough of this perimeter passing. Go right at them.
As the second free throw is good, 9 points for Lake. And the lead for Linn-Mar is 9, 38-29. 3.5 to go here in this third quarter of play. Up top is Passmore. Now he'll pass it over right side to Nelson. And a little contact overran the defender, running into the offensive player, Kyle Cleary, going hard and could not stop himself there. Couldn't put the brakes on in time. Cleary get called for his first foul, team foul number 4 for the Bobcats. Pass in, left side, now up top. Cleary guarding the offensive player, Jared Nelson. Goes in, kicks out, right side. Linn-Mar taking the time. As Wolfcool guarding Hutchison now. Pass left side, 4 and 3, wide open, got it to go. That's Cole Martin, his first 3 of the game.
But I saw this act earlier today in Iowa City, not covering up the perimeter. Nice move, though, in the lane by Cleary as he got the running hook shot to go.
Kyle Cleary gets his first field goal after the 8th three-pointer of the year for Cole Martin as a team, 41% from the three-point line for Linn-Mar. Inside, off the window, good. Hutchison gets the hard-earned bucket inside. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. As they call the foul on Wolfcool, that'll be number 4 on him. There's one more to come here for Hutchison. 10 points on the afternoon right now for Trey. Hutchison. Pretty good. Now the largest lead of 13. 44-36 31. It's Cleary and Lake. Also Welty, Harris, and Lehman in for the Bobcats. Here's a step back. 19-footer, no good for Lake. The rebound, Welty, that's no good for 14 feet inside the left wing. Here's a right wing three, no good out front, as short by Calvin Harris, and the rebound to Linn-Mar.
Well, you know, the shots and the legs almost look like they played a big overtime Wombat game last night against Toledo. Just a little bit flat-footed.
That's right.
But they're still getting after it on the defensive end.
The way they came out, you couldn't tell that, but it's getting to them now, it appears, in the second half, as they beat Solon last night 63-61 in overtime, their third overtime win of the year. Here's a missed shot by Linn-Mar. Bobcats have it back the other way. Great pass, baseline. McCleary, nowhere he could go. He kicks it back out to Jordan Lake. Lake, now Welty, left side. Harris looking. He'll put it on the floor and pass up top to Cleary. 44-31 Linn-Mar, 140 and counting in his third frame. Welty, right side, right corner. Around the floor, the left-handed thigh-high dribble. Cleary, now crossover dribble, up, passing it out left side. Welty stops, nice pass to the baseline on the bounce pass, and a nice little hook shot there by the postman Kyle Lehman. Lehman has their second field goal of the game. 44-33, back to 11-point advantage for Linn-Mar.
Nice job patiently running the offense by West Dubuque and not panicking. There's still plenty of time. You got a minute.
All the way.
Got to get some stops on defense, though.
All the way in. That was too easy right there by Cole Martin. Just split the middle of that lane and had the finger roll to finish his second field goal. And it's a 13-point lead again, 46-33. Little pull-up jumper inside the free throw line, hit the back iron, kissed the window, and then went down as Harris gets his third field goal. He's got 8 points now on the night. Is Calvin Harris. Talked about him missing a majority of the first half of the season with that leg injury. He averages 14 a game. A couple substitutions come in here. 46-35, 11-point lead for Linn-Mar.
We have a stoppage and play with a little wardrobe malfunction, getting the shirts tucked in, not looking sloppy, get a chance to get some subs in.
As going left to right here is Martin, bring the ball up the floor for Linn-Mar. The 11-point advantage, 46-35. Hutchison drives, now dishes. Up top for a three. It is good. Great pointer there by Greg Hall, who just came back in this game. He's got his first bucket of the game. Greg Hall, his 10th three-pointer of the season. And there's a drive left corner for the jumper. No good. Left short by Cale Carty. Rebounded by Linn-Mar. 14-point lead for the Lions here, their largest of the game. With 15 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Martin has it up top, harassed by Goodman. Now Hutchison. Pass almost deflected away by Goodman. Martin goes all the way in. Harris came in at the last second by high off the window, and good for Martin. 7 points in that third quarter for Cole Martin. He sparked this Linn-Mar offense, and they have the 16-point lead. 51-35 to win for Lions. This is area basketball, Western Dubuque style from KMCH Sports.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
I'm Swisher Corey Coach. Gary Dolphin back with you from the South Center in Cedar Rapids, 51-35. Linn-Mar over the Bobcats of Western Dubuque. Inside, Hutchison as it dances around and falls on down. Trey Hutchison, his third field goal in this fourth quarter. And the Lions have increased their lead to 18 now. Driving. Now Harris tries, pulls up from 15. No good. Short off the front of the rim. Rebounding it that time is Kale Carty. It's Carty, Harris, Goodman, Lake, and Lehman, the five out there for the Bobcats. Carty driving in, now stops, kicks it out. This is Goodman, top of the key. He's going to get the 17-footer, no good. It's short, but it comes right back out to him. Bobcats have the ball, try to reset things here.
Yeah, first 3 minutes of this quarter really important for WD.
Out of bounds. Lake just goes out of bounds, trying to avoid the defender, and we go back Linn-Mar basketball.
Well, good defense by Linn-Mar. They just kept crowding him to the baseline, and he finally ran out of hardwood.
53-35, 6:45 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Western Dubuque at 11-2, Linn-Mar 6-5. Pass to the right side. Here's Martin. Can he connect again? He does. Three-pointer for Cole Martin. That's his second three of the game, his fourth field goal. He's got 10 points. He comes in averaging 9 threes on the year.
That was a great find by the youngster Greg Hall. Came across court with a pass to a wide open teammate.
As a pass to Lake on the back door, look, no good off the side of the rim, but he'll go on the line to shoot two.
Yeah, nothing more defeating on the defensive end than working your tail off, trying to get a few traps, and kid makes a nice find. They stick that three down, and Westwood comes right back. Lake gets to the line.
As Lake, the leading scorer, 15 points a game, connects on the first one. He'll have one more. 67% free throw shooter for Jordan Lake. He missed a couple of games before Christmas, dealing with a separate leg injury. The other one sidelined him his entire junior campaign a year ago. 20-point lead now for Linn-Mar, 56-36. The second one by Link is up and good. And he's 6 for 6 from the free throw line now. He's got 11 points on the afternoon. 56-37. Bobcats trail inside. High off the window and good by Jack Goodson. Bobcats having trouble getting back in transition. Linn-Mar took advantage of it last time. Now Lake drives baseline, stops. Harris for a three, no good. Left short. Pinball around out and lands into the hands of the guard Kyle Cleary. Bobcats will reset it here. Lake is harassed out top by Cole Martin. 58-37 Linn-Mar, 5:40 and counting. Here this fourth quarter.
A little bit of the flex offense coming out.
Alec Wolfcool is back in. Checked in moments ago with 4 fouls. Here's a steal. Cleary trying to get the right side. Martin comes away with it all the way in, off the glass. And good for Cole Martin. What a second half he has had here. As Cole Martin with 12 points all in the last 2 quarters here. He had 0 at halftime. As ball is knocked out of bounds. They'll stay Bobcat basketball.
He's a difference, in my view, in the second half. I mean, he's worked the ball inside to the bigs, and he's gotten several layups. Quick.
Yes, indeed. A pass out front inside the timeline. Calvin Harris, outstanding baseball player, as we mentioned earlier, on his way to Ole Miss. Now bounce pass, free throw line. Pass right side. Harris. Now Lake. Puts it on the floor. All the way in. Little contact in the air. Nothing doing. Put up. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded out front by Linn-Mar. 60-37. A 23-point lead here for Linn-Mar. This one's knocked away by Lake. He gets it back from his teammate and cannot handle it on the baseline. He's just trying to go in, being chased by Hayden Passmore, the defender for Linn-Mar. And it goes Lion basketball.
A nice attempt at the pass ahead, and I think he was trying to finish his move before he actually got to the basketball in time and just kind of slipped out of bounds.
Coming in for the Bobcats for the first time here, it's a player to be named. Don't have a 14 on the roster. Up top, Now right side inside. Hutchison puts it up. Contact coming. They go to the line and shoot two. As Will O'Brien wearing number 14. Thank you.
That's what I was about to say. I think it might be Will O'Brien. Remember him from our game a couple Tuesday nights ago.
5'10" senior O'Brien. As Hutchison makes the first one, we'll have one more. 61-37.
Hutchison is getting some Division I looks. Drake, you and I, has shown some interest in this kid. I mean, he's 6'4", even though he plays inside here. He looks like a nice potential two guard. He's got a good-looking stroke. Makes his free throws.
Averages 17 points a night. Is Hutchison, the 6'6" junior. There's a shot inside off the glass. And good by Kyle Clary. Gets his second field goal of the game. 62-39 now. 4 minutes and change to go. Here's a three left corner. No good. Front side rebound by the Bobcats after the missed three by Robertson. Clary has it up top. Now Wolfcool. Johnson, I should say. Now Harris for a three. Got it. Long distance there from the left wing. Cal Harris connects.
Good job squaring up his legs coming off that flex screen. Came right up with a nice jumper.
Third three of the game, and he's got 11 points now. As a travel called, as trying to create from the extended left wing was Jared Nelson. Bobcats Andrew Welty comes back in as they trail by 20, 62-42. Largest lead for Linn-Mar has been 25. It's Harris, Welty, Cleary, also Johnson, and O'Brien. There's a three from the corner by Harris. No good. Off the backside. Rebounded by Martin and the Lions. And right side. Robertson has it. Hutchison inside. Splits a double team and gets it to go. Left-handed jump hook from the right block.
Nice move with that left hand. Wow.
And Hutchison has 17 now. And a foul called inside. O'Brien was trying to create. The senior, Will O'Brien, a pushing foul call on Linn-Mar. Called on Cole Martin, his second. The 16 foul. Both teams have 6 fouls now. 64-42, 22-point lead here for Linn-Mar. As the earlier games today, Cedar Rapids Xavier, number 1 team in Class 3 defending champions, beat Solon 66-54. Cascade in our first coverage game. In the 10-15 matchup, they took down Osage 64-41. Mount Pleasant over Charles City. Here's a three. Welty, no good from the right corner. Mount Pleasant in a matchup of Class 3A teams. Number 5, Mount Pleasant over Charles City. Number 7, 55-41. Congrats once again to Paul Runquist, the Maquoketa Valley 1990 graduate, his 300th win in the game today. Mount Pleasant over Charles City in West Delaware with a 50-32 victory over Waverly Shellrock. And the game before this one is 64-42. Western Dubuque trails Linn-Mar as we reach the final stage of this one, 2:20 and counting. Up top with it is Robertson. Now Robertson will just pull it out. Son of head coach Chris Robertson, longtime Linn-Mar head coach. Inside, up and strong. Little contact there, and there will be the contact for the foul as Johnson comes on top of the right arm of Hutchison. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Looks like the Linn-Mar bench beginning to clear also as teams are trying to get everybody in on the floor.
With the 22-point advantage here.
Yeah, that size, just too much Linn-Mar size, kind of worn West Dubuque's second half especially.
Hutchison makes another free throw. Besides everything else he can do, doing it from the free throw line today, only one miss. 8 of 9 on the charity stripe so far today. As the second one up, and that's good as well. So a good day at the office for Trey Hutchison. 19 points. He'll check out with as he goes out, and a substitutions come in here for Linn-Mar. Under 2 minutes to play. As up top with it, Western Dubuque, Matt Myers, a 5'10 junior, is in there. Kyle Lehman back in. Andrew Welty has stayed in. Also a new face. Justin Kleesner, I should say, back in, the 6'3 junior. Here's a drive inside, a missed shot, but fouled, and going to the line will be Will O'Brien.
Nice job with dribble penetration to the middle. Tried the little scoop shot underneath the big guys, and they were able to get his arm.
It's O'Brien with 2 throws here. A 65-42. First one is good. I have one more. Final 2 games of the day. Cedar Rapids Kennedy will take on Sioux City East, and the 7 o'clock game, Iowa City West against Cedar Rapids Prairie. Second one up. It's the front of the rim and bounces on down. 2 for 2 there for Mr. O'Brien at 66-44. 22-point lead still for Linn-Mar. The largest has been 25 in this game. Here's a left corner 3. Good for Greg Hall. His second 3 of the game. 6 points for Greg Hall.
Coach, it's what I do. Just put me in. I'm going to make that.
That's right. Confident shooting that 3. Inside, blocked from behind by Passmore, as Lehman had it blocked from behind. As there's a pass up ahead and goes out of bounds. It'll be Western Dubuque basketball with 1:14 to go here in this 4th quarter of play. Up top, now left side, Welty will take the 3. The hand in his face, no good. Deep, long distance 3 there. There's a tripping foul going to be called. As hitting the deck is the Linn-Mar player, Cam Nelson. He was tripped up from behind by Matt Myers, the 5'10 junior. And 1-1 will be Nelson. Exactly 1 minute to go here in this game, and Nelson knocks down the first one. One more coming. 70-44 now. 26-point lead. And make that 27. 71-44 now. Bobcats have the ball. 50 seconds and counting here in this contest. And there's a drive there. Lost the ball out of bounds. It was knocked out by Hall, the defender, out of the hands of O'Brien. Bobcats will keep it baseline inbounds underneath. So Bobcats will fall to 11-3 overall. There's a steal away. Nelson comes up with it. Now Nelson, left side. Penetration, left to right, short corner. Back out. Garrett Friday. Now a 3. Right wing, got it to go. Eli Heblick with his first field goal of the game.
Well, that's when you know it's your day, or your half. You're a 6'6" guy.
Off the bench and still raining free.
Hasn't played all day. Yeah, they look a lot like Purdue this second half.
30-point lead now, 74-44. And there is Welty with the one-handed floater left side. 5 seconds to go here, just dribbling it up. And that's going to do it. Linn-Mar gets the convincing win, 74-44, as they outscore the Bobcats 23-9 in that 4th quarter. We will take a timeout, come back. Our postgame starts next. Western Dubuque falls to Linn-Mar 74-44. You're listening to it from KMCH Sports.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Locher and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Loker and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's to size 18. Riker Shoes, your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
For your fertilizer, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Good luck to area athletes, coaches, and fans for a successful season from everyone on Team Dyersville and Team Worthington at Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Buy County Disposal Incorporated for all your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaches from everyone at Buy County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at AmericanTrust.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back in courtside, U.S. Health Center, downtown Cedar Rapids, Western Dubuque falls 74-44 to the Linn-Mar Lions. Linn-Mar improves their record to 7-5, 2-1 in non-conference play. And the Bobcats now non-conference 1-1 against two 4A competition teams. Cedar Rapids Prairie was the other defeat, 67-41 back on December 21st. And their new conference opponents not kind to the Bobcats in their final year of the WAMAC conference. And this is a measuring stick. They know they're going to have to get quite a bit better here. Faces will come and go as you lose some seniors off of this team. But they know they're going to have to be ready to play in the MVC every night. Not like they aren't in the WAMAC, but they know it's going to be a tougher challenge. Coach Garrity and company, they believe in their kids, and then they're going to have to get better in the offseason, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the way that they started off the game, I really like their energy and how they attacked the basket and kind of got after it. You don't want to say, last night's overtime game gave them away, because those West Dubuque kids fought hard all the way, all four quarters. But yeah, it's a little bit of a measuring stick. I'm sure they'll take it with a grain of salt, learn with it, and just know that this group's going to focus in on that WAMAC East title and continue to move forward into tournament time, as everybody's kind of gearing that way.
Yes, indeed. As the Western Dubuque Bobcats get the 30-point loss here tonight, 74-44. Linn-Mar with the win, 23-9. They outscored them in that final quarter, as point of 15 was the first quarter score. after that first quarter. Bobcats were looking good, making some shots, doing some things well, but then Linn-Mar outscored Western Dubuque 12-4 in that second quarter to make it 27-24 at halftime. And then Linn-Mar continued the outscoring theme 24-11 in that third quarter, 51-35 heading into the fourth. It was all Linn-Mar with a 30-point victory, 74-44. Individually for Linn-Mar, 19 points for Trey Hutchison, 11 points for Jacob Robertson, 12 points for Cole Martin, 6 for Greg Hall, Jared Nelson, 4 for Jack Gertson, 6 for Nate Annis, for Cam Nelson, 9 in the scoring column. For the Lions, 6 3-pointers in this game. They led by as much as 30. We had 3 ties and 3 late changes early in the game. Led by 2 players, Jordan Lake and Calvin Harris, both at 11 points. 2 for Alec Wolfcool, 6 for Sam Goodman, 4 apiece for Kyle Cleary and Kyle Lehman, 2 apiece for Dylan Johnson and Will O'Brien. The Bobcats will move on back in the WAMAC East, and their goal right now is try to win a WAMAC East Division title, their final season in the WAMAC, as they'll return to play at DeWitt on Tuesday night, and then they'll host Anamosa on Friday before that Monday night game against Beckman, which is the next time we'll see them on the 28th of January as Beckman comes to Epworth for the final time in the series, at least for now, in the WAMAC Conference anyway. As then at West Delaware, Dubuque Hempstead at home, out South Tama, and Maquoketa, the home team, home against Maquoketa on February 13th, and that rounds out their schedule. Then they'll get ready for Class 4A play. So Coach Gary and company, as you said, they'll take a little out of this one. They know they have to get better, but it's back to the WAMAC grind and back to playing a basketball and trying to win a conference title in their final year in it.
Yeah, and you're talking about a pretty tough schedule as they've got that going in there, and you throw in a little rivalry with Hempstead being right there close to the Dubuque schools. Once again, another measuring stick heading into tournament play as all the seedings and all that stuff begins to come together. So the main focus out of the day also is making sure everybody comes out healthy, and practices are not 2.5 hours long anymore, 2 hours long. Coach Garrity does a great job of kind of leveling things off and refining things, and yet still building depth. You saw that a little bit tonight when Wolfcool went out of the game, and you had some posts that stepped in there and did a nice job. But you get your depth built these final few games, and you see what you can put together and make a run at it. Best of luck to Coach Garrity and the Bobcats. As I said, we'll see them on January 28th as they take on Beckman in Epworth. That is going to conclude our coverage here from the U.S. South Center on this Saturday full of boys basketball. As best of luck to our 3 area coverage teams as we will follow them the rest of the way, especially West Delaware, of course, our main coverage team here from KMCH Sports. Cascade, the Osage earlier, 64-41. Good luck to Coach Brindle and the Cougars. As West Delaware, the 18-point win, 50-32 over Waverly Shellrock. And it was Linn-Mar beating Western Dubuque 74-44. The final here this afternoon in our final game of the afternoon. Cedar Rapids Kennedy getting ready to take on Sioux City East. That one will come up in a little over a half hour from it now, as Iowa City West and Cedar Rapids Prairie will round out the night. The other games today, Cedar Rapids Xavier beat Solon by 12 earlier today. Xavier, the number 1 team and defending Class 4A champs, and Mount Pleasant, a winner over Charles City, 55-41. And Paul Rundquist is 300th a victory at Mount Pleasant as Paul Rundquist, the 1990 Maquoketa Valley graduate. I want to thank Reese Roush from earlier today on the Cascade broadcast. Thanks to Corey Coates for all his help, his insight on these 2 games, West Delaware and Western Dubuque. As we'll see you in the postseason, I'm sure. Always great to have your insight and your help here on the mic. You bet. I appreciate it. Thanks, Bush.
You betcha. Gary Dolphin, thanks to him, too, for joining us here at courtside after making his way back from Carver Hawkeye in that game today against Purdue on Christmas Street Memorial game. The Boilermakers take down the Hawkeyes, number 3 Purdue, 87-64 over Iowa. As we leave Cedar Rapids here, we want to say thanks to the Western Dubuque sponsors here today: Pine County Disposal, Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington, Financial Strategies, Meyer Mechanical, Riker Shoes, and Spring Green Lawn Care. Of course, the rest of our 47 high school sports boosters as well. We appreciate their support. Of course. Thanks, in-studio producer Janelle Tucker, KMCH News Director, running controls nicely as always today on this Saturday. That is going to do it from the U.S. Cell Center for the Wells Fargo Advisors Shootout Rivalry Saturday. As our coverage teams went 2-1 with Cascade and West Delaware picking up victories. Unfortunately, the Bobcats fall to Linn-Mar 74-44 in our final game of the afternoon. That does it from here. Have yourselves a good and safe rest of your Saturday night. If your NFL football teams are still alive tomorrow trying to vie for the Super Bowl, best of luck to you. Ours are not. Bears and Steelers gone. My team was gone way before yours. So that's going to do it. Have a good Saturday night, everybody. So long from Cedar Rapids.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 11